blindcommunitythriftstore.com. Please stay tuned as our broadcast will start soon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel now. At Blind Community Thrift Store on YouTube, and more info about this radio reading service, Navalins, and the Blind Community Thrift Store at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. The Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service will begin shortly. We will be reading local news from around the Southwest Missouri area, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on YouTube, KSMU, and on the Audio Reader Network at Kansas University. For more information, please visit us at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. Please stay tuned as our broadcast will start soon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel now. At Blind Community Thrift Store on YouTube, and more info about this radio reading service, Navalins, and the Blind Community Thrift Store at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. The Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service will begin shortly. We will be reading local news from around the Southwest Missouri area, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on YouTube, KSMU, and on the Audio Reader Network at Kansas University. For more information, please visit us at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. Please stay tuned as our broadcast will start soon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel now. At Blind Community Thrift Store on YouTube, and more info about this radio reading service, Navalins, and the Blind Community Thrift Store at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. The Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service will begin shortly. We will be reading local news from around the Southwest Missouri area, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on YouTube, KSMU, and on the Audio Reader Network at Kansas University. For more information, please visit us at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. Please stay tuned as our broadcast will start soon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel now. At Blind Community Thrift Store on YouTube, and more info about this radio reading service, Navalins, and the Blind Community Thrift Store at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. The Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service will begin shortly. We will be reading local news from around the Southwest Missouri area, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on YouTube, KSMU, and on the Audio Reader Network at Kansas University. For more information, please visit us at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. Please stay tuned as our broadcast will start soon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel now. At Blind Community Thrift Store on YouTube, and more info about this radio reading service, Navalins, and the Blind Community Thrift Store at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. The Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service will begin shortly. We will be reading local news from around the
what about this one? Hold on. Mizzou. Alright, you want to choose the next one really quick? And we'll go to the news. And we'll scroll down. It's okay, it's loading. We're going to scroll down. It's okay, keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. You can go to the next page if you would like.
But that's gonna have stuff from.
The time is 10 a.m.
Oh shoot! I don't have enough articles.
Madison, how about you read the intro?
Sure. Thank you. Thank you for tuning into the Blind Community Thrift Store Radio.
Thank you for tuning in to the Blind Community Thrift Radio reading service. My name is Madison, and I'm here with Maggie. And my friend Savannah, too. We invite you to listen to our broadcast both live and on demand. Our live sessions are available on the Blind Community Thrift Store YouTube channel Monday through Friday between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. each week. Additionally, you can access on-demand content through the Audio Reader Network, which offers a wide range of audio materials for the visually impaired community. To explore content from the Audio Reader Network, please visit www.reader.ku.edu. The site provides details about accessing contact via Amazon Alexa, Audio Reader Network mobile app, and information on receiving a radio to listen to the broadcast by KSMU Radio. All broadcasts are played over KSMU subcarrier airwaves at 67 kHz on 91.1 from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Contact Audio Reader Network for information on receiving a pre-programmed radio.
And then you say.
Up first is, I'm going to be starting with the first article of the day. It's Ozarks First. Regarding to Ozarks First, it's about the weather. This is by Jamie Warner, and it says, storms could bring gusty winds and heavy rain.
It's okay.
Warm and quiet, that's Wednesday in a few words. Things will change as we end the week as a cold front delivers rounds of scattered storms. Now there's a picture of a diagram.
There's a diagram for the weather over Missouri.
And it's got the majority of the temperature being in the upper 70s.
It's going to be in the lower 70s, and that was to represent last night's weather.
Oh. However, we'll head into tonight with clear skies, as a fading storm cluster will likely bring increased cloud cover and a few showers to western Missouri by sunrise.
This morning.
Huh?
It's okay.
You said sunrise. I said sunrise.
Yeah, because it's talking about this morning is what I'm referencing.
I know. I got it. The leftovers of this storm complex will continue to slide east throughout the day, flaring up as it heads into Illinois. We'll be on the tail end of the action with just some spotty afternoon showers, and thunderstorms are expected in our area. Now there's a diagram of Missouri again, with the entire state of Missouri in the green, indicating rain, with the majority of the temperature degrees being in the upper 80s, upper, not lower?
Upper 80s.
Upper 80s and 90s.
And lower 90s.
Or upper 80s and low 90s. Clouds will be rather widespread to start the day, but should thin out they should thin out some by afternoon. This will open the door to afternoon highs hitting 90 degrees, hitting 90 degrees with feels like temperatures approaching 100 degrees. There's another diagram that says severe risk for Thursday afternoon / Thursday night. It's including scattered storms and storm clusters, strong winds and localized flooding, and you can't rule out a brief spin-up. It's got the majority of the map of Missouri in green, with half of St. Louis in the yellow.
So, it has the majority of Missouri, with only the northern part being labeled as green, which means rain, and the southern eastern part of Missouri in yellow, marking thunderstorms.
I'm never good with details.
It's okay. We're working on it. Got this.
Storms storm changes are expected to climb Thursday night, as mentioned earlier, and we will have to watch out for storms to be better organized. Scattered storms and storm clusters might produce damaging wind gusts Thursday night, with the higher risk furthest north of Highway 60. If organized storm clusters do take shape, a brief spin up can't be ruled out. You mean a tornado?
That is often what it's referenced to.
Heavy rainfall is also a concern, with localized flooding possible.
Okay.
I know. There's another another picture of the Missouri map showing Friday afternoon and night, showing the map of Missouri being in the green as a what's the line?
So that is where the storms are going to be moving from north to south, with 2/3 of Missouri, starting from the bottom, being covered in green, which again indicates rain.
And it's got the same.
Would you like to read out the caption on the page again to say what it indicates?
It says, again, as mentioned, scattered storms and storm clusters, strong winds and localized flooding, and you can't rule out a brief spin up. So basically the same indicators from
the last graphic.
Right. That's what I was getting at. The risk of rain will spill into Friday morning before winding down. Additional storms and storm clusters are expected to develop later in the day and into Friday evening. Once again, isolated severe weather and heavy rainfall will be possible. The cold front, particularly. Partially.
Oh.
Particularly.
It's okay.
Which way is it?
It's partially.
Anyway, it'll be responsible. The cold front will be responsible for the active finish to the week, and will gradually get nudged further south by Saturday. It will again be a focus for scattered storms, especially Saturday afternoon and evening. Isolated severe weather and heavy rain will be possible again, and temperatures should run a little cooler thanks to widespread cloud cover and scattered storms. Now there's a picture of showing each of the week's weather. Well, 3 of the days' weather.
The weekend?
The weekend weather. Friday, there'll be scattered storms with a high of 89 and a low of 73. Saturday, there will be scattered storms with a high of 87 and a low of 71. Sunday, showers will shift south with the high upper degrees being the same as Saturday. However, it will be in the lower 70s. The cold front will push into northern Arkansas by Sunday morning, and the atmosphere will gradually dry out from north to south, which with rain chances shifting south throughout the day, and we'll probably see the day with sunnier skies and pleasant warm temperatures. Now the last picture shows a split panel showing the map and rain chances. For the map, it shows hot and mostly dry weather into next week, and it shows the entirety of Missouri in the red as it says Summer Ridge moves in. Did I get it right? Yeah. And for the second picture, it shows rain chances as mentioned before. Monday, we'll have the least percent chance with a 0% chance. Saturday, we'll...
Let's read it in order, please.
All right. Starting over. Thursday, 30%. Friday, 40%. Saturday, 60%. Sunday is 20%. Monday is 0%. And both Tuesday and Wednesday are 10%.
Mm-hmm.
A shift in the pattern will bring hotter and drier weather back to the area next week, and a summer ridge will expand across the middle of the country. This will help to tamp down rain chances. That said, there may still be enough moisture to support some isolated shower activity. Temperatures early in the week will be on the mark for early July, but will likely grow hotter as winds shift to a more southwesterly direction by the second half of next week. That's it for that article. 20% chance of rain. It needs to be about 20% cooler.
Today, July 9th, is National Sugar Cookie Day. National Sugar Cookie Day sweetens the calendar every day today, offering a delightful reason to enjoy this beloved baked good. Originating in the 1700s, these versatile treats are perfect for any occasion, from holiday decorating to everyday snacking. Grab a recipe, decorate a batch, or visit your favorite bakery to celebrate this deliciously simple holiday. The emoji for today is the chocolate chip cookie.
I like chocolate chip. Sorry, no commentary. I'm sorry.
You got this.
And that was a My Little Pony reference, by the way, earlier.
It's okay. Let's keep reading.
Anyways, again from Ozarks First.
Let's read the title.
Okay. Fireworks may be over, but rescuers say lost pets are still finding their way home. Oh. This is by Stoker. Wait, I am so sorry if I am butchering the name. Stoker Y. What? Stoker Y.
Zarek. Zarek. Stoker Zarek. We're gonna go with that.
Stoker W.
If I did mention your name wrong, if I said it wrong, I am really, really sorry.
It's okay. Just go ahead.
Anyway, the fireworks may be over, but local animal.
It's okay. Keep going.
Animal rescuer organizations say the holiday's impact on pets can last well beyond the 4th of July. Rescuers across the Springfield area say they see an increase of reports of lost dogs and cats every year after Independence Day, as loud fireworks frighten animals and cause many to run away from home. No. We always see an uptick, said Marcy Bowling, an executive director of Watching Over Whiskers. A lot of people don't anticipate and plan for taking their dogs on leashes, leaving your cats inside, and that can result in a lot of lost cats. Rescue organizations say frightened pets can end up wandering into unfamiliar neighborhoods, hiding underneath vehicles, or suffering injuries while trying to escape the noise. Watching Over Whiskers is currently caring for Pippa, a kitten found alone after the holiday with a severe eye injury. Oh, I'm glad they are helping her.
It's okay. Let's keep reading.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm glad they're helping her. Bowling said stories like Pippa's highlight why anyone who finds a lost pet should have it checked for a microchip. Go ask them in the lobby as a walk-in to get it scanned for a microchip for free, Bowling said. At Care Animal Rescue, staff say that simple step has already helped reunite pets with their owners following the holiday. Fortunately, the one pet that I didn't need to hold on for a minute, her mom was just out of town for a second on her way back, but she was microchipped, said Annie Burke, Care Animal Rescue manager. Though Care Animal Rescue says its shelter remains at capacity, staff say many pets found after the 4th of July have already been reunited with their families because they had microchips. Animal rescue organizations encourage pet owners to keep microchip information up to date, making sure pets wear identification tags, and keeping animals safely indoors during firework displays to help prevent them from being lost. That's it for that article.
From the Springfield News-Leader, this one is called Springfield Arts Council Aims to Give Region Creative Roadmap by Janice Reeser. More than 1,000 residents across southwest Missouri contributed to a new cultural plan for Springfield and the Ozarks, offering a vision on how creativity could shape the region's future. On July 8th, the Springfield Regional Arts Council will release This Place We Make, a creative roadmap for the Ozarks, which is a 10-year vision developed through community input, according to a community announcement. The plan reflects feedback from artists, educators, business leaders, neighborhood advocates, students, nonprofit organizations, and residents. Organizers describe the effort as broader than a single organization, positioning it as a guide for the region's future rather than a standalone initiative, according to the announcement. It builds on goals outlined in Forward SGF and focuses on how arts and culture can support economic development, tourism, education, workforce attraction, and quality of life. The roadmap was created over a year through community conversations, surveys, and focus groups. Participants explored how arts and culture could strengthen neighborhoods, support local businesses, and expand education opportunities. The plan also centers on attracting and retaining residents by fostering a region where people choose to live and work, according to the announcement. This plan isn't about the Springfield Regional Arts Council. Leslie Forrester, Executive Director of SRAC, said in the announcement. It is about the future we want to create together. We simply had the privilege of helping our community put that vision on paper. Community members can attend the public release event at 10 a.m. July 8th at the Creamery Arts Center, 411 North Sherman Parkway in Springfield. The event was free and open to the public. Organizers had planned to share the roadmap's recommendations and outlined next steps for implementation. The full regional culture plan will be available online following the event.
Savannah, can you actually turn on the fan? It's getting hot in here.
Madison, we're not going to be able to do that right now. Do you think that we can focus on reading this?
Okay. From the Springfield Daily Citizen, Mercy Springfield treated 14 for fireworks-related injuries over July 4th weekend. This is by Harrison Keegan. There's a picture of a firework going off in Springfield on Independence Day back in 2022. It's a photo by Carly Randalls, and it shows just a pitch black sky and a firework going off. It's a golden white beige kind of color.
Yep, you got it.
And it's mid-explosion as the picture's being taken. Yeah, I mean, describing a firework is pretty easy. Springfield 2 hospitals combined to treat about 24 people for firework-related injuries over the 24th, over the July 4th weekend. Mercy Springfield treated 7 people for firework-related injuries on Friday, July 3rd, and another 7 on Saturday, July 4th, according to a spokesperson, Eddie
Bernie King.
Spokesperson Randy
Berger?
At Cox Hospital could not provide exact numbers, but did confirm their emergency room team had. No, it doesn't say had.
It's okay. Keep going. You got this.
The exact numbers. Spokesman Randy Berger at Cox Hospital could not provide exact numbers, but did confirm their emergency number team treated several people for fireworks related injuries over the weekend. Berger said the ER team treated fewer fireworks related injuries than in recent years and estimated the number of patients at fewer than 20. No firework related deaths were reported in the city. That's good. Springfield Fire Chief David Pennington said his crews did not respond to any fires resulting from fireworks over the weekend. The Logan Rogersville Fire Protection District services some areas in East Springfield. Fire Chief Richard Stritz said his crews responded to 2 trash bin fires caused by discarded fireworks and 1 medical call where an individual held an exploding firework thinking it was a smoke bomb. That person was transported to the hospital with moderate injuries, he said. Don't play around with fireworks.
Let's keep reading, please.
Springfield's city code prohibits the possession, manufacture, storage, sales, handling, and discharge of fireworks within city limits. Novelty items like snappers, party poppers, toy smoke detectives, toy smoke devices, glowworms, and some sparklers are allowed. Yeah, they got it. Oops.
From the Springfield News-Leader, this article was posted on July 8th, and it is called Vietnam Veterans Welcome Home to Springfield After Honor Flight by Chris Meglio. After 53 years, a group of Vietnam War veterans from the Ozarks were welcomed home with flowers and hugs in a way some had never experienced. On Tuesday, July 7th, 81 veterans boarded an honor flight in Springfield that took them on a tour of Washington, D.C. military memorials before returning the same night to Springfield Branson National Airport, where hundreds of community members showered them with gratitude for their service. It's good that people recognize that you have a freedom because of these guys, for everything that they did, said Brandon Stroth, who served as a guardian or escort on the honor flight trip. Even coming off the 250-year anniversary of our country made it a little bit extra special to see people show up and remember what they did. It's an honor. Below that is a photo of people lining a walkway at the Springfield Branson Airport. They are waiting for the veterans to arrive, and they are holding signs. Some say, "Welcome, veterans, we thank you." Some say, "Thank you, veterans." The group of veterans were welcomed in Washington, D.C. by local residents before touring memorials honoring those who fought in Vietnam, Korea, World War II, and at Iwo Jima. They stopped at Arlington National Cemetery to see the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier before returning to Southwest Missouri. Emotions were mixed, Stroth said. Some of them cry, a lot of them were happy, a lot of them didn't say anything at all. Supporters at the Springfield Branson Airport waited an hour past the scheduled landing time and still gave the Vietnam veterans an energetic ovation. Honor flight riders walked down the receiving line from the terminal to the front doors to chants of thank you, handshakes, heartfelt signs, and flowers. And while the Washington, D.C. welcome caught the bunch by surprise, Springfield residents were the ones to put the cherry on top. I didn't really get emotional until the end, until when I saw the people show up for them, but it was just an honor to be with them, Stroth said. Just to know that they're honored. People still remember what they did for our country. The Washington welcome was big, but it wasn't like this. Below that, there's a picture of the people who are part of the welcoming party for the veterans. They are sitting down along the walkway in the airport. They're holding signs that say things such as "Welcome home, veterans," "Home of the free because of the brave." Spanning almost 2 decades, the war between North Vietnam and South Vietnam was a part of a larger Cold War struggle between communism and democracy. More than 500,000 U.S. troops were deployed in the war, which grew increasingly unpopular at home. Under President Richard Nixon, the U.S. began withdrawing troops from Vietnam, with the last groups departing in 1973 in the wake of the Paris Peace Accords. Over 58,000 U.S. combatants were killed in the conflict. Upon returning to America, many Vietnam War service members were shunned by their neighbors, contributing to the challenges of readjusting to civilian life, along with post-traumatic stress disorder, physical injuries and disabilities, and exposure to Agent Orange, an herbicide mixture containing harmful chemicals used during the Vietnam War that caused long-term health effects. Over time, veteran support groups such as Vietnam Veterans of America have formed to provide assistance to Vietnam-era service members, along with the help offered by organizations such as the American Legion, Veterans of Foreign Wars, Disabled American Veterans, and AMVETS. Below that is a picture of the welcoming party from Springfield. They are looking excited and looking over, waiting for the honor flight veterans to arrive. They are also holding signs that say, "Our heroes," and "Thank you." We're just veterans helping veterans, said Michael Derby, a member of the Military Order of the Cootie and the VFW. If somebody needs construction like a ramp, wheelchair ramp, we'll go up and build it for them, he said. Or, we'll contract out somebody to do it, but we will get it. While Vietnam veterans often felt ignored or vilified when they first returned home, many decades later, they are now being celebrated alongside others who serve the country, he said. We've got to remember our history, and we've got to respect our history, and we've got to support it, Derby said. Don't try to throw it away, because if you do, history will come around and bite you. So because of Vietnam, we learned a lesson there. It was a hard lesson, so we're correcting.
Can we do the fan after intermission?
How about we focus on this?
Sorry,
Springfield Daily Citizen. Tsunami Express car wash at Glenstone and Cherry is finally open. This is by Adam Walker. There's a picture of the Tsunami Express car wash at Glenstone and Cherry Street. It's a picture of the building. It shows an empty parking lot with an apartment in the background. But for the building up close, the entire pavement is wet, and there's handicapped parking signs all over not literally all over the place, but
At the forefront of the picture.
right. And as for what the building says, it says Tsunami Express Car Wash in big blue bold letters with a logo next to it that shows a yellow circle representing the sunset or sunrise, and it shows a blue wave. So a blue wave in a yellow sunlight, that's their logo.
In a yellow circle.
Yeah, the yellow circle, circle.
It's
Circle?
It's
What the? That was kind of funny, sorry.
okay. Keep going.
After being built and sitting idle for more than 2 years, the car wash at Glenstone Avenue and Cherry Street is finally open. A ribbon cutting was held Wednesday, July 8th, for the new Tsunami Car Express Wash. The opening was delayed, at least in part due to Tsunami acquiring and overhauling the company Take 5 Car Wash. The facility at 600 South Glenstone Avenue was intentionally constructed for Take 5. All wash.
Initially.
What'd I say?
Intentionally.
I meant initially.
It's okay.
All washes are free at the new location through July 19th, according to the company's website. The company is also donating 100% of the proceeds from its unlimited wash membership sales at the location to Ronald McDonald House through July 19th. We want to be involved with the community, said Taylor Yelton, a marketing specialist for Tsunami Express. Here are some grand opening events. Representatives from Missouri State Athletics, including mascot Boomer the Bear, were on hand for Wednesday's grand opening. On July 10th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., customers will have the opportunity to connect with Ronald McDonald House and learn about their efforts in the community. There will be balloons, animals, and snow cones. And on July 15th, the first 100 customers will receive a free cup of ice cream from Culver's. And on July 18th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Tsunami Express is collecting donations for the Humane Society of Southwest Missouri. And that's it for that article.
From 417 Magazine, this is Food News in Springfield. Read all about what's happening with the food scene in Springfield in this week's Table Talk. This is by Tessa Cooper. It was originally posted on July 6th. So first off, it starts with a picture in dim lighting by candlelight. In front of the candles, there is a picture. There are two very fancy cocktails in fancy glasses. One of them is a goblet, and one of them is like a long glass with patterns on the glass. In front of those are two bowls of appetizers. They look to be a meat over a rice dish and some sort of salad. On with the article. I hope you all had a very tasty 4th of July and that it was filled with lots of summer delights like grilled hot dogs and perfectly ripe watermelon. This week's Table Talk highlights more of the most iconic flavors of the summer, like citrus forward tiki cocktails, classic burgers, and small batch ice cream. It's hard to believe that in less than 2 months from now, it will be September, and all things apple and pumpkin spice will start popping up on menus. Bless you.
Thank you.
This pop-up bar is the perfect summer date spot. It seems that the weather has finally taken a turn, and we're now experiencing the dog days of summer. But luckily, the AC is running on full blast, and the summertime vibes are 10 out of 10 in Whisper Mill Speakeasy right now. The theme for the next few weeks is the Smuggler's Atlas, and all of the decor and bright flavors will transport you right to the Caribbean. Dreamy and Darling Creations once again worked their magic on bringing this concept to life with whimsical touches, like a treasure chest full of pearls with a skeleton wearing an eye patch perched on top, and even a giant octopus tentacle. All of the drinks perfectly fit into the theme as well, and are clever riffs on tiki bar classics. Think a jungle bird with a banana, and a Mai Tai with a dash of Aperol. They've partnered with some of the stands inside 14 Mill Market to offer you some on-theme food. But you can also order anything your heart desires from any of the other 14 Mill businesses, and they'll bring it right to you. Springfield Restaurant Week is almost here. If you love good food and a good cause, you're going to want to participate in this year's Springfield Restaurant Week. It runs from July 10th to 19th, and several of our city's most popular restaurants are getting involved, like Mexican Villa, Jim's Steakhouse and Pub, and Nearly Famous Deli and Pasta House. But there are also some relatively new restaurants that have joined in on the fun, like Grace Kitchen and Amore Italian Restaurant and Bar. During the week, each restaurant will be offering a special menu that benefits Ozarks Food Harvest and the Missouri Restaurant Association's Education Foundation. A tasty spot to try in Branson. Next time you're headed to Branson or to the lake for summertime fun, there's a new eatery you just may want to check out. The Bowl Spot recently opened in downtown Branson at 111 South Commercial Street, and they're whipping up some delicious-looking bowls that are similar to what you'd find at Chipotle, with grains of rice and quinoa and meats such as chicken and barbacoa. But that's not all. They also have loaded mac and cheese bowls on the menu, specialty margaritas, and small batch ice cream and flavors like chocolate chip cookie dough and cotton candy. Happy birthday to a classic. Mark your calendars because Joe's Route 66 Diner is turning 54 this summer. And to celebrate this milestone along with the Mother Road Centennial, they're hosting an official Cruise In and Craft Festival on August 15th. Come expecting lots of old car eye candy, local shop vendors, and great food. And if you're feeling lucky, make sure to swing by at 6:30 for bingo on the patio for a chance to win a prize.
From the Springfield Daily Citizen. Ozarks Tech announces pathways for students to enter Mizzou Springfield Medical School. This is by Joe Hadsall. Excuse me. There's a picture taken by Joe Hadsall, and it shows Ozark Tech students. What building would this be? A school? A community center?
So it says Ozark Tech students on March 11th browsing tables during a career fair held at its Information Commons, which is a building at Mizzou.
At the zoo?
At Mizzou.
Oh, okay. Like, how would there be a zoo in a building?
Do you want to describe what's in the photo?
Yes. It shows a bunch of people in an empty room with tables ranging from black cloth to red cloths, people in uniforms, people wearing backpacks, and it's got the iconic eagle.
The mascot from Mizzou?
Oh, the eagle?
Yes.
Yeah. On a stained glass window. And in the background it says Ozarks Technical
Community College.
Right. I'm not sure what room this would even be.
So it's the Information Commons.
Okay. So kind of like a lobby.
It is the Information Commons for the Mizzou School.
All right. I got it. Now that Springfield has a 4-year medical school, Ozark Technical Community College has spelled out how its students can be a part of it. Ozark Tech on Wednesday, July 8th, outlined the pathways it offers for students to have a chance at acceptance into the University of Missouri's School of Medicine in Springfield. The two schools reached an agreement on the pathways earlier this year. MU earlier this year announced a pathway for local students to eventually pursue a medical doctor degree without having to leave the area. Ozark Tech students can start this pathway in a manner similar to its arrangement with the University of Missouri-Kansas City's School of Pharmacy. As a result of these partnerships, aspiring doctors and pharmacists can complete their entire education right here in Springfield, said Ozarks Tech Chancellor. I got it. Chancellor Hal Higdon? Chancellor Hal Higdon said in a press release. By making high quality, affordable education accessible locally, we're not only opening doors for our students, we're strengthening healthcare in our region. Starting in the fall semester, students in this pathway can pursue an associate of science degree in either chemistry, biology, or math track biology. Once that associate degree is obtained, bachelor's degrees can be pursued through Missouri State, Drury, or
Evangel.
universities. Okay, students can enter this pathway either as incoming freshmen or during the first semester of their year at Ozarks Tech. Once students have been accepted into one of those bachelor degree programs, they are able to apply for Mizzou's Springfield pre-admission program. If accepted, they must complete that degree and meet GPA and medical test requirements before joining the medical school. The programs were developed in collaboration with MU and align with the university's recommended coursework for pre-med students. They also include industry-specific training, workshops, and job showing opportunities. What did I say? Showing?
It's okay.
Job shadowing opportunities, I meant. While the pathway makes it easier for Springfield area students to enroll in med school, the process is not necessarily easy. Acceptance into the program is expected to be competitive for each
Cohorts.
limited number of sports. Spots. I meant spots. Ozarks Tech's programs are built for preparing students for that high level of academic rigor.
Yep, you had it.
Rigor, according to a press release. Currently, successful application into Mizzou's medical school requires meeting residency and academic benchmarks, including U.S. citizenship or permanent resident status, a score of at least 500 on the medical college admission test, at least 90 semester hours of study at a U.S. college or university, with courses that fall under a variety of subjects, including English, math, biology, chemistry, and physics. An undergraduate GPA of 3.0 or higher, and letters of recommendation from former professors. Preference is given out to Missouri students, according to the university's admissions page. One of the state students must meet more
stringent
requirements. Application for the MSU's 2027 to
MUs.
for MU's 2027 to 28 academic year will open this fall. The Springfield campus will hold its first classes in the new campus for this upcoming school year. Ozark Tech also offers a number of other healthcare related programs and is a founding member of the Alliance for Healthcare Education. New programs for radiology and sonography, as well as an expansion of its nursing program, are credited for increased enrollment at the campus.
Oh, sorry.
From the Springfield Daily Citizen, this headline says, "Dine out and support a cause. Inaugural Springfield Restaurant Week begins July 10th. Nearly 30 Springfield restaurant locations are participating in the inaugural event, and each will offer a deal on a meal with fixed price points." This is by Ryan Collins. Starting off, there is a picture of an appetizer on a square white plate. It looks like a slice of pineapple with the outside spiky part of the pineapple facing up. And attached to the pineapple with long brown sticks looks like very thick slices of bacon with pineapple underneath. And the bacon has a glaze on top that makes it look shiny under the light. The inaugural Springfield Restaurant Week kicks off July 10th, and a portion of the sales from participating area restaurants will go to 2 nonprofits. Nearly 30 Springfield restaurant locations are participating in the inaugural event, and each will offer a great deal on a meal with fixed price points, said Mike Burris, the executive director of the Missouri Restaurant Association. The restaurants will then donate 10% of each meal to split between the nonprofits. Below that is a picture of Mike Burris. He is standing facing the audience with a solemn look on his face like he is about to speak. He is wearing glasses, a button-up shirt, and his fingers are pressed together as he is holding his hands out in front of him. The 2 benefiting nonprofits are Ozarks Food Harvest and the Missouri Restaurant Association Education Foundation, Burris said. Burris gave brief remarks at a preview event held at the SGC Culinary Training Center on West Battlefield Road on July 8th. This year's inaugural lineup of participating restaurants includes Amore Italian Restaurant and Bar, Bambino's Cafe, Big Whiskey's, Fire and Ice Restaurant and Bar, Grace Kitchen, Jim's Steakhouse, Mexican Villa, Mully's Pub and Patio, Nearly Famous Pasta House and Deli, Palm and Paddle Grill, Pasta Express, Salvatore's Fresh Ristorante Italiano, Steak and Shake, and The Rock Food and Friends. Burris explained that while it is the first year for the Springfield Restaurant Week, the association has hosted the events in other cities for years. In Kansas City, there were over 260 participating restaurants in January 2026. In the 17 years of the Kansas City Restaurant Week, about $4.5 million has been donated to charities. So this will grow, Burris said. Just be patient if you are a restaurant, and if you are hungry, come out and eat. A few restaurants will feature special menus, and some will feature never-seen-before dishes for Springfield Restaurant Week. Palm and Paddle Grill, located at 2515 South Campbell Avenue, Suite 400, will offer some new stuff we haven't done before, like our pork kebab, said co-owner Greg Walker, who presented some taste tests to participants at the preview event. Walker said it was a no-brainer to sign up to participate in the inaugural Springfield Restaurant Week. Hopefully we get some customers that have never heard of us, and then we can help the Ozarks Food Harvest get some funds, help their program, Walker said. Below that, there is a picture on the left of several jars of red Mexican Villa salsa with the labels facing out of a person wearing a sombrero looking very cheerful. The next picture over is a man standing behind the Mexican Villa display table with some of those jars of salsa and some food ready to be served. He is wearing a button-up shirt and he has a big smile. All 4 sit-down Mexican Villa restaurants in the region will participate, and the company is offering a 3-course meal for $20 that includes queso, a burrito or enchilada, and a raspberry cheesecake chimichanga, said CEO Garen Ferguson. Springfield Restaurant Week will be a way to get people to try the signature dishes and also save a little bit of money and give back to the charities, Ferguson said. Springfield Restaurant Week runs July 10th through 19th. Additional information can be found on the event's website, which is springfieldrestaurantweek.com/restaurants.
What? Sorry.
I'm gonna read the next one. From the Springfield Business Journal.
It doesn't say who it's from. Oh, there it is. Claudette D.
So let's read the title of the article, please.
Updated, done to retire from MSU after more than 40 years. Ooh.
Claudette Riley.
Okay, thank you.
Can you restate it? I'm far away from the microphone.
Right here. Updated, done to retire from MSU after more than 40 years. He's planning to retire on the first day of July. Wait, no, the first day of July of next year. After more than 4 decades at Missouri State University, Brent Dunn cannot point to a favorite memory. The vice president for university advancement, who puts double duty as president and CEO of the MSU Foundation, announced to plan to retire on July 1st of next year. Dunn said the memories of his time on campus are plentiful, and I got it, and include appearances in the NCAA Final Four in basketball, the College World Series in baseball, record-breaking fundraising campaigns, and new and renovated buildings. There's not just one, Dunn said in a July 7th interview. I gotta be there for some really important moments, some historical moments for the university. Dunn joined MSU in 1985 as director of annual giving, and he moved up in leadership and responsibilities in development and athletics before stepping into the vice president role in 2007. Oh my gosh, I was 4.
No, so let's keep reading. No personal comments.
I know. I'm just saying, time moves fast. Brent's impact on Missouri State is impossible to overstate. It has been one of this university's greatest champions, inspiring generosity and helping transform our campus through his unwavering commitment to our students and mission, MSU President Richard Buff Williams said in a news release. He leaves big shoes to fill, and the university is better because of his leadership. I'm thankful for all he's done and wish him nothing but the best of it in his well-earned retirement. Dunn planned to retire in summer of 2023, but the university offered a retention incentive of up to $1,500 $150,000 for over 5 years if he agreed to stay. In mid-2023, Dunn had a base salary of nearly $187,000 and was often offered $75,000 to stay through June 2026 and another $37,500 to stay through June of 2027. In an interview, Dunn said he opted to leave in 2027. Planned.
Let's keep reading.
Because university advancement has been working on a strategic. Okay, I was close. Plan that will likely result in setting a new fundraising goal. It prepares us to start a new campaign, he said. It's important to have the same person from start to finish. Dunn agreed to stay on, in part to maintain momentum during the MSU presidential transition. He said by announcing plans to retire now, Williams has time to conduct a national search for his successor and arrange a smooth handoff. I'll stay as long as I need it, he said. At age 65, Dunn said he plans to continue working, but may search for a role that has more of a regular schedule. He calls the MSU job a lifestyle, but that is not 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays. I will continue to work full time, he said. I have not lost any energy. According to MSU, Dunn helped achieve record levels of private support, including nearly $50 million raised in gifts, planned giving, and pledges for fiscal year 2026. He oversaw two capital campaigns, Onward, Upward, and Our Promise, which raised $274 million and $167 million, respectively. He also participated in the campaign for SMS, which raised more than $50 million. MSU said, in addition to student scholarships and endowed professorships, Dunn secured headline speakers to the annual public affairs conference and fundraised for building renovations, naming opportunities, and new buildings. Marquee projects included the Family School Center, Family School of Accountancy, Clifton M. Smart III, University Advancement Center, Judith Reynolds Performing Arts Complex, Roy Blunt Hall, and John Goodman Amphitheater in the Judith Einhart Reynolds Arts Park. I feel incredibly fortunate to work at a great institution where lives are changed for the better. It's an honor to be a part of Missouri State, Dunn said in the release. We still have much to accomplish this fiscal year, and I look forward to Missouri State continued growth. That's that article.
From the Springfield Business Journal, local fireworks company under investigation in Arkansas. This is by Jeff Pickle. He's the digital editor. Local fireworks company AM Pyrotechnics LLC is under investigation by Arkansas Attorney General Tim Griffin's office. The company reportedly conducted last-minute cancellations of fireworks shows in Arkansas in recent days, according to Little Rock-based KARK. Jeff Lemaster, communications director for Griffin's office, provided a statement to Springfield Business Journal. This matter was brought to the attention of Attorney General Griffin, and he immediately opened an investigation. The investigation is active. The statement reads, communities should exercise caution when contracting for large purchases and require references, financials, and proof of prior performance, for example. Aaron Mayfield, CEO and owner of AM Pyrotechnics, said in a provided statement that the cancellations came during an extraordinarily difficult season for the company, following a November 2025 accident at its facility. After that accident, AM Pyrotechnics suspended manufacturing operations while attempting to keep display operations open, the statement reads. That suspension significantly affected finished inventory, operating resources, personnel availability, and the company's ability to complete every scheduled display. According to the statement, AM Pyrotechnics completed 45 displays, including one in Arkansas, during the fireworks season. I sincerely regret the frustration and disappointment caused to affected communities, the statement reads. Each cancellation decision was made on a show-by-show basis, after reviewing finished inventory, qualified personnel, equipment, insurance, licensing, logistics, operating resources, and whether AM Pyrotechnics could safely and professionally complete that specific display. AM Pyrotechnics, which is based in Buffalo, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in February, according to past reporting. Chapter 11 is a court-supervised reorganization process intended to address Creditor claims while allowing a business to continue operating where possible. It is not an indication that a business has abandoned its obligations, Mayfield said in the statement.
Missouri. From the Springfield News-Leader, Missouri cannabis workers are unionizing as effort spreads through industry. This is by Rebecca Rivez. It sounds like saying river in an accent. Rivez.
It's like, however, we're trying to stay focused.
I know. I'm just sorry.
Okay.
Missouri cannabis workers are trying to turn a string of recent union victories into broader organizing momentum across the state. High-profile cannabis dispensary workers in Columbia at the end of June unanimously
Ratified.
what union officials say is the state's first collective bargaining contract for cannabis workers, securing higher pay and paid vacation time. Now, for the first time in Missouri, dispensary workers are feeling that contract high. The United Food and Commercial Workers International Local 655 posted on its Facebook page Wednesday. And in St. Louis, Proper Brands post-harvest workers who process and manufacture products won their election to unionize last week, and Vibe Cannabis post-harvest workers are scheduled to hold an election at the end of July. I've been hearing from more and more production and dispensary workers all over the state who want to find out what they need to do in order to organize their workplaces, said Sean Shannon, organizing director at UFCW Local 655. They basically thought it was impossible when all these companies were fighting, and now the workers are winning. There's a picture of, it doesn't say who's on the right.
It's all right.
Wait. Oh, it does. The picture shows, on the left is Sean Shannon, the lead organizer, and he's standing next to a former bud tender turned organizer, Danny Foster, and they visited several marijuana dispensaries in eastern Missouri in November to talk about employees about unionizing. And this is by Rebecca Rivez. But the picture shows the two guys looking at a store that says high profile cannabis shop, and they're wearing shots that say UFC&W, which stands for
United Food and Commercial Workers.
And for the logo, they got a marijuana leaf next to it. It's a blue tan shirt, by the way. After Missouri legalized
recreational
marijuana in 2023, the state saw a surge in cannabis jobs that was soon followed by a push to unionize. Several groups of workers endured years-long legal battles and company pushback. This year, some are finally seeing the results. Saria Lutz was among the employees who organized the high-profile union petition in 2023. She's now a trimming tech at Vibe Cannabis, where she's leading the unionization campaign. She and her fellow post-harvest workers filed a petition to unionize last month. After hearing the news about high profile's contract, Lutz applauded the workers' dedication. I'm so proud of their perseverance. she said. They deserve every second of this glory. Her work with High Profile taught her some key lessons she's bringing to the Vibe campaign. She said, the main one, patience is everything. The workplace won't change overnight, but change will come, Lutz said. That's been my biggest point I've been communicating to Vibe employees. Other Vibe employees are also organizing veterans after participating in the unionization effort at Belief medical. Would that be pronounced as sense? Huh?
I assume so.
SINSE.
Since
Okay. Cultivation facility in St. Louis. In May, since
workers.
Oh, so it's not the word since with a C. It's
not. It's a name.
Okay, thank you. All right. Since workers won a significant legal for post-harvest workers after nearly 3-year battle with a decision affirming their right to unionize under federal labor law. More and more workers are feeling empowered, Shannon said, and I believe we're going to see a huge wave and a rise in workers rising together. A seat at the table. Katie Hazelwonder, a trainer in Proper's post-harvest department, said she was overjoyed that workers voted 25-21 to unionize on July 1st. We put a lot of work into this, and I'm so thankful to everyone that stood together to make this happen, Hazelwonder said. That's honestly the only way we got through this. We stood together and never backed down. Hazelwonder acknowledged this was a stressful month for both sides of the vote, as she believes the effort will result in better pay. The effort will result in better pay, job security, and working conditions. There's a picture of post-harvest employees at Proper Cannabis facility as they're celebrating after filing a petition to hold a union election on Wednesday. It shows.
It's okay, you can say it. You can lead with the post-harvest employees.
At least more than 10 people. And they're all smiling at the camera. With one of the people in the picture having a rainbow Leia on their shoulder.
That is a shirt.
This part?
Yeah, it's laid over their shoulder. It looks like a folded shirt.
Oh, okay. This picture was provided to Missouri Independent. The victory is about all of us having a voice and having a seat at the table, she said. And we're looking forward to negotiating a fair contract that reflects the hard work and dedication of everyone. John Pennington, founder and CEO of Proper Brands, said in an email to the Independent that the company respects the post-harvest team's decision and their right to determine how they want to be represented. Proper Brands has always believed that our people are the foundation of our success and that our commitment
and that commitment
remains unchanged. But Pennington said, as we move forward, our focus will be on building a constructive relationship rooted in mutual respect, open communication, and our shared goal of producing the highest quality cannabis products for Missouri. Pennington also said the company remains committed to providing a safe, supportive workplace where every team member has the opportunity to grow and contribute to our continued success. We are pleased to be a part of this process, he said, and look forward to working with the UFCW. Hazel Wonder previously told The Independent that the proper team was encouraged by a May decision from the National Labor Relations Board, which decides labor disputes and sets national policy on union organizing. The board rejected another St. Louis marijuana company's argument that post-harvest employees are agricultural workers who are excluded from a federal law that protects most private sector employees. Employees' right to unionize without fear of retaliation. Hate it yawning in the middle of a sentence.
It's okay. Keep going.
Thanks to the recent NLRB ruling, we have the opportunity to sit at the table and make it better for us and the others to come, Hazel Wonder said. Vibe. It shows a group of people in some sort of, not a restaurant. Would that be a restaurant? Oh no, a bar. One of the people in the photo is wearing a marijuana shirt, and he's holding a photo of the meme of the dog where there's fire in the background, and he has a thought bubble above his head that says, "This is fine."
Important context to that is that is the top of the flyer, advertising for the union.
Yeah, it's a meme.
Yes.
And there's also a guy that's wearing a camouflage hat, but I can't quite see it. Dad joke.
I know. Remember, we're trying to describe a photo for people so they can understand what we're looking at.
And it seems to me there's something going on between the TV. It looks like a sports channel's on, but I can't quite make it out because it's blurry.
So, what the photo is Sean Shannon as he is handing out flyers for the union as for a meeting with the UFCW Local 655 on July 2nd, and talking about the union contract at a bar in St. Louis.
And this was taken by Rebecca Rivas. At Vibe, Lutz said she and other production workers were told they'd have the federal Juneteenth holiday off this year. But then a few days before the holiday, she says she manages it.
She says managers
told them they would have to work. They later learned the company paid for another department's employees to go to Six Flags theme park on Juneteenth. It's part of the favoritism, such as free meals and other perks, her team doesn't get to enjoy. I love that
department.
Okay. That was a typo. The department gets all that extra stuff, like genuinely, let's say, but my apartment, but our department gets absolutely nothing. Juneteenth was the last straw for post-harvest employees who were on the fence about unionizing, Lutz said, and Shannon filed the petition to unionize on June 18th. Katie Parker, Human Resources Manager for Vibe, said the company had no comment on the petition or the issues raised by employees. She said.
Since
I got it. Since the petition was filed, Lutz said workers have been required to meet individually with two consultants who told employees the company hired them to educate workers on the union process. Lutz works in the trim department where she operates the Mobius trimming machine, she said. During the summer, she said, the room is often 80 degrees with poor air circulation. They've told us many times that the thing that they are worried about is getting above 80 degrees in that room is not our well-being as employees, she said, but the well-being of the product. She said she and her colleagues do challenging work that's vital to the quality of Vibe's product, but they don't see the pay raises other departments do. Bird heard
It's okay. Herndon?
who has worked in Vibe's post-harvest department for about a year, agreed with Lutz. Cannabis cultivation and processing are physically demanding and almost always impact respiratory health, Herndon said. Making sure we have consistent access to safety equipment like
Respirators?
is a top priority. Herndon said a structured collective bargaining process would allow the team to work collaboratively with management to formalize, streamline, and uphold high standard safety
Procedures?
and equipment protocols for everyone. Among the group's demands is the option of a
401k.
so they can plan for retirement. Vibe employees said they have been in touch with organizers at Proper and Belief, Hendern said, to learn from their experiences. We can all help each other, Herndon said. More minds on the problem leads to a better solution for everyone. Yeah. Huh?
Can you read it?
Um,
Let's just read this one.
all right. We are currently we are currently
Broadcasting.
Okay. We are currently broadcasting live from the Blind Community Thrift Store, situated at 2713 North Kansas Expressway in Springfield, Missouri. For additional information about our store, please visit our official website at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. To explore more of our video content, including movie reviews with Matt and Meredith, adaptive technology training videos, and other informative material, please visit our YouTube channel by searching for Blind Community Thrift Store. Our organization is dedicated to supporting the blind community through various initiatives, and our online platforms serve as valuable resources for community engagement and education.
This is from the Springfield Business Journal. This is originally posted on July 7th by Claudette Riley, reporter. This is Capriotti's Sandwich Shop to open first Springfield location. The picture above the article is a brown brick building. The sign on top says Capriotti's Sandwich Shop. The sandwich shop is in red beneath the white Capriotti's writing. There is a black overhang over the door. The lights inside the restaurant are dark. Signage is up for Springfield's first Capriotti's Sandwich Shop, Inc., a fast casual restaurant chain that offers high protein, vegetarian, and vegan options. Jamie and Donna Jacobson, along with business partner Larry Graham, who operate local Fazoli's restaurants, plan to open the sandwich shop at 1318 East Battlefield Road in September or October. It's just awesome to bring such a great product to Springfield with healthy options, Jamie Jacobson said in a July 7th interview. The venture, known as Capriotti's One of Springfield LLC, with the Missouri Secretary of State's office, secured a 5-year lease on the former Pita Pit location in May and has been working with the city to finalize permits to start the infill work. We are hoping to get our permit this week, he said. Then we will be open within 75 to 80 days. Jacobson said the partners learned about the restaurant, originally founded in Delaware in 1976 and now headquartered in Las Vegas, and drove to Bentonville, Arkansas to try the food. After that, they quickly decided to open an initial restaurant in Springfield and scout the area for future locations. There are more than 150 locations across the U.S., including ones in Kansas City, St. Louis, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Northwest Arkansas. Jacobson said each restaurant roasts whole turkeys overnight and specializes in an array of cold, grilled, vegetarian, and submarine sandwiches along with salads. His favorite is the Bobby, which is made with pulled turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, and mayo. It's like Thanksgiving on a sandwich, he said. The partners plan to hire up to 17 employees and anticipate a lunch-heavy business, along with catering and third-party delivery options. The partners signed a contract to open 3 sandwich shops in the next 3 years.
From the Springfield News-Leader, Route 66 Festival returning to Springfield in August with cars and music. This is by Janice Reeser. Hang on.
Okay.
It's
showing right there.
Okay, I thought that part was related to the story.
It's okay. Right
A
there.
Mother Road exhibit? Nice. Yes. The birthplace of the Route 66 Festival will return to downtown Springfield on August 7th through 8th with classic cars, live entertainment, and activities tied to the iconic highway's centennial. The 2-day event will stretch across downtown streets and portions of historic Route 66, bringing together car enthusiasts, musicians, and travelers, according to a community announcement. Organizers said the festival will feature more than 600 classic cars and trucks displayed down throughout the downtown area and along the historic roadway, along with multiple stages offering free live music. Performers include Emerald City Band and Al Part
Parrot.
of Kool and the Gang, who is set to headline the evening entertainment. Additional attractions are scheduled to include a motorcycle village where motocross jump performances and an open cruise along Route 66. Visitors can also explore vendor booths, food trucks, and family-friendly activities designed to highlight the culture tied to the highway, according to the announcement. This is more than a festival. It's a celebration of the place where Route 66 was born. Cora Scott, Director of Public Information and
Civic.
Engagement for the City of Springfield, said in the announcement. If you're covering the Route 66 Centennial, Springfield, if you're covering the Route 66 Centennial, Springfield belongs on your list. Centennial focuses highlights Springfield, Missouri. Springfield history. This year's festival will
Coincide.
with broader
Broader.
Route 66 Centennial celebrations, drawing attention to Springfield's historic role in naming the highway. Attendees will have the opportunity to visit Birthplace Plaza, a newly dedicated public space that
Commemorates.
the naming of Route 66. The plaza was unveiled earlier during a national centennial kickoff celebration, and it's intended as a gathering site for visitors exploring the corridor's history. Organizers said that guests can also visit nearby attractions within walking distance, including public art illustrations, locally owned shops, and restaurants along the downtown Route 66 corridor. There are some opportunities for visitors. The festival is expected to attract travelers, collectors, and Route 66 enthusiasts, according to the announcement. Event schedules, lodging options, and registration details are available online at this website, Route 66 Festival SGF.com. That's it for that article.
From the Springfield Daily Citizen, police write 9 tickets, 8 to pedestrians for crosswalk violations on North Glenstone. SPD says it is stepping up enforcement after 6 pedestrians were killed in the first half of this year. This is by Brian Smoot. It was originally posted on July 6th. Beneath that is a picture of Glenstone Avenue. The road is stretching off into the distance. It is lined with a lot of signs from different businesses in the area, such as the Fire and Ice Restaurant, the Oasis Convention Center, Phillips 66, and the Best Western. The sign in the closest to the camera shot is for Ziggy's Cafe. Beneath that, it says breakfast anytime. And beneath that is a white background sign that is missing a bunch of letters. On July 1st, the Springfield Police Department conducted extra crosswalk enforcement at the High Intensity Activated Crosswalk, HAWK, on North Glenstone Avenue. HAWK is the technical term for crosswalks with lights that pedestrians are able to activate via a button. The enforcement was in response to 6 pedestrian deaths in the city so far this year. Part of the Safer Streets SGF campaign, which started in 2023, it was intended to improve both pedestrian and driver compliance with traffic laws, as well as increased awareness of Missouri's hands-free driving law, according to a press release sent out by the police department. Officers enforced laws regarding unsafe pedestrian behavior, including illegal mid-block crossings, crossing outside the designated pedestrian facilities, walking in the roadway where sidewalks are available, and crossing diagonally instead of using the shortest legal crossing route. The traffic unit educated, through enforcement, both drivers and pedestrians displaying unsafe or illegal behaviors. Public Affairs Officer and SPD spokesperson Chris Swatters said, "Throughout a 2-hour enforcement patrol, 9 citations were given, 8 to pedestrians, 1 to a driver. In addition, 22 pedestrians safely crossed the street utilizing the HAWK signal. Officers always have discretion at traffic stops when it comes to citations or formal warnings. The Glenstone signal was chosen because of the large amount of traffic that goes through the area due to various businesses, as well as because of the Hawk signal, the HAWK signal, at the location. According to SPD, further traffic operations are being planned for the remainder of 2026. Best practice, according to SPD, will always be to use crosswalks or HAWK signals when available. When not available, pedestrians should take the shortest possible route at 90 degrees, not diagonally." Swatters also recommended pedestrians try to make eye contact with drivers. More information on pedestrian safety can be found at SGF Yields, a nationally recognized pedestrian safety campaign founded in 2017 by Springfield Public Works in tandem with SPD.
I don't think I'll have enough articles.
It's okay, Madison. Let's focus on the articles we still have.
From the Springfield News-Leader, Stone County opens nude? What?
Okay.
New food pantry with client choice approach. This is by Janice Reeser. Christian Action
Ministries
has opened a new food pantry in Stone County, expanding access to groceries through a client choice model designed to give families more control over what they receive. The nonprofit marked the opening with a ribbon cutting ceremony at 385 State Highway 76 in Reed Spring, according to a community announcement. Whoops. Bringing together the Table Rock Lake Chamber of Commerce along with the Hollister and Branson chambers. This has truly been a journey of faith and perseverance. Michelle Dean, Executive Director of Christian Action
Ministries
said about the partnership efforts behind the project in the announcement. Leaders with the organization secured a permanent location for the pantry within the former Gibson Tech Building's Marine Bay after an extended effort by its board of directors, according to the announcement. Now, there's a picture of Christian Action
Ministries
marking the opening of its new food pantry with a ribbon cutting ceremony as shown in the picture. There's 4 people holding on to ribbons that they're about to cut. One of the people in the group is holding a pom-pom on a stick. A bunch of people in the way background are holding up signs, and in the way back you can see an office worker, just like right there.
So there is a group of people standing behind the ribbon cutting ceremony.
Yeah.
Where 2 people on either side are holding 3 ribbons from top to bottom. They are white, red, and blue.
Oh yeah.
The people that are holding signs in the background are holding signs for the Christian Action Ministry. And just at the corner of the picture, you can see a tripod for a second camera as they are getting action shots taken of them during this ribbon cutting ceremony.
Yeah. I think the girl in that photo photobombed him by accident.
I'm unsure. She's blurry and at the side.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. How about we focus on what's next?
Pantry shifts to client choice model. The new pantry uses a client choice approach that allows visitors to select their own food items, similar to a grocery store experience. Organizers said that the format can help accommodate dietary needs and personal preferences while supporting dignity for those seeking assistance, according to the announcement. This marks a significant step forward in addressing food insecurity in the region while preserving the dignity and choice of those in need, Dean said in the announcement. Serving growing needs in Stone County. The Stone County Food Pantry is expected to assist more households as demand for food resources increases, according to the announcement. The site is designed to provide a welcoming space where individuals and families can access nutritious food in a supportive setting.
From the Springfield Business Journal, Missouri parks deliver $1.5 billion in economic development to state, study finds. The picture above the article is a woman with binoculars held up to her face. She is standing in a forest and she is looking off to the distance. She is wearing a warm but light jacket and a bright orange backpack. This is by the SBJ staff and it was posted on July 7th. Missouri's parks are a reprieve from daily life, but they are also economic development drivers. The Show Me State's 93 state parks deliver $1.5 billion in total sales to the state's economy, according to a study released this morning by Missouri's Division of State Parks and the University of Missouri. The system operates on a $68 million annual budget, but it obviously brings a much bigger economic benefit to Missouri citizens and our visitors. Missouri Department of Natural Resources Director Kurt Schaefer said in a news release, "Tourism, outdoor recreation, and cultural interpretation remain as popular today as they ever have been." The report further indicates that the state park system provides $882.7 million for Missouri's gross domestic product, $514.7 million produced in local labor and payroll income, and 11,890 jobs supported. There are roughly 20 million park visitors annually, according to the report.
Let's read the one we have.
From the Springfield News-Leader, Springfield News-Leader.
Keep going.
Big Cedar Lodge adds new pudding course.
Cutting.
Where is she going? Okay. Sorry. Big Cedar Lodge adds new putting course at Top of the Rock. This is by Janice Reeser. A new 9-hole putting course and 2-acre practice green have opened have opened at Top of the Rock Golf Resort in Ridgedale, Missouri, expanding the destination's golf offerings with a design by Johnny and J.P. Morris. The addition is part of Big Cedar Lodge's continued golf development, according to a community announcement, and is at 150 Top of the Rock Road, overlooking Table Rock Lake and the Cathedral of Nature. The new attraction includes a 2-acre putting green and a 9-hole putting course built with bent grass, a premium surface used on professional level greens. Bent grass, which is a premium surface used on professional level greens. The layout features rolling hills and varied slopes intended to test accuracy and prepare players for the resort's par 3 course designed by Jack
Nicholas?
according to the announcement. Golfers who play the existing Top of the Rock course can access the putting experience at no additional cost. Visitors dining at the Top of the Rock restaurants can pay $10 to participate, which includes a rental putter and a custom branded golf ball. New putting course expands golf experience. The putting course opened to the public on July 4th and adds to recent golf investment at Big Cedar Lodge. The Morris family has emphasized blending outdoor recreation with scenic Ozark landscapes, according to the announcement. The course sits alongside views of Table Rock Lake and is designed as both a standalone attraction and a complement to the existing golf facilities at the resort. Continues recent golf develops at Big Cedar. The opening follows the launch of Cliffhangers, which is an 18-hole par 3 course, also designed by Johnny and J.P. Morris, which debuted on July 4th of 2025. That project, along with the new putting course, reflects on an ongoing effort to expand the range of golf experiences at the Branson Area Resort, according to the announcement.
Read the next article?
What? I don't know which article to go. I don't know which article to go to.
Madison, it's the next one you have prepared. This one.
But usually you're the one that reads next.
It's okay. We're going to read next. She is gone.
Okay. From the Springfield Business Journal, there's a photo of a clear blue sky, literally no clouds in the sky in the picture, and it's a black and white building that says Gold Mountain by Hugo in view. The logo is shown to be a white circle with a curvy black line and
It's an S.
huh? What
Oh, it is.
I don't know what it is.
It's a white circle with a smaller yellow circle towards the top with an outline of a white mountain in it,
Oh yeah, I can see it now.
as well as below it a line that looks to be a stylized J.
Hmm.
All right, would you like to read the title of the article?
Gold Mountain settles in at second Springfield location. And this was by Jeff Pickle. After securing a buyer in late 2025, inbound/outbound call center and service agency Gold Mountain Communications LLC has opened a second location in Springfield. The company, which now does business at Gold Mountain by Hugo in honor of the
Acquisition.
opened its new location at 1570 West Battlefield Road, Street 120 in April, said Janelle Scott, Vice President of Talent and Delivery for the company. Gold Mountain by Hugo's original nearly 30,000 30 did I get it right?
Yep.
30,000 square foot office remains in place at 1701 West Sunshine.
Street.
Then what is STE?
Sweet.
Street Suite K. Okay. Where it employs more than 350 people, officials say. The company recently held a ribbon cutting ceremony for the new location with Springfield Area Chamber of Commerce and
Commerce.
ambassadors. Andy O'Connell.
Andy Okonkwo?
Head of brand and community for Hugo Incorporated, said Gold Mountain's Springfield growth was due to a customer service program with a new client that expanded quickly. Within a matter of months, it became clear that our Sunshine facility didn't have the capacity to support the additional team members the program required. Via email.
Okonkwo?
That's what she said via email. Opening a second location lets us meet that demand while making room for future growth. The new 17,100 square foot location on Battlefield Road has the capacity for 225 employee stations, Scott said, along with leadership offices, training, and conference space. Gold Mountain by Hugo signed a lease for undisclosed terms for the Battlefield Road space, Scott said. The new facility represents additional capacity, allowing us to support new programs while continuing to grow our presence in Springfield, Scott said.
This is from the Springfield Business Journal. Above the article, there is a shot taken from above. So it is taken from an airplane or a helicopter, and it looks down onto a very thin road stretching into the distance. The road has 2 lanes, 1 lane of traffic going each way. The areas surrounding the road are green fields and very bright green, well, very dark green, really, trees that kind of contrast from the fields. There is a long, low building that looks like the Amazon warehouse with a blue stripe across the side. Next to the warehouse, there is a parking lot that is partially full of cars and partially empty with a lot of open space. This article is called Stakeholders Secure $23.5 Million Grant for Route MM Widening Project. This is by the SBJ staff. It was originally posted July 8th. The partners behind Route MM widening work in Republic have secured a substantial grant for the project. The City of Republic, Ozarks Transport Organization, Missouri Department of Transportation, and Greene County were selected for a $23.5 million Better Utilizing Investments to Leverage Development grant through the U.S. Department of Transportation, according to a news release. I'm proud to have helped secure this critical grant for Greene County and thankful to see this year's Build Awards are doing exactly what your tax dollars are meant to do, invest in your local community, said Senator Eric Schmidt, Republican, Missouri, in the release. Widening Route MM to 4 lanes will reduce traffic congestion and improve pedestrian safety while promoting greater economic growth. The project, with an estimated price tag of $34.2 million, is designed to widen Route MM from Hale Street in Brookline to Interstate 44, and intersection improvements have also been identified. MoDOT's cost share program is also being utilized for funding, and Republic, Greene County, and OTO expect to provide local matching funds. More than 3,000 jobs are located along the Route MM corridor, with at least another 3,000 to be realized as surrounding properties are developed, according to the release. The Route MM Widening Project is a key transportation investment in supporting the continued growth of this corridor, our Public City Administrator Colton Harris said in the release. Along Route MM, MoDOT is currently constructing the first phase of improvements.
From the 417 magazine, here are things to do this week in Springfield, Missouri. This is by Taryn Shore McKee. The article starts with a dad and his son fishing in a park.
Mm-hmm.
The kid's got a blue shirt and an orange hat on, and the dad's got he's also got a blue shirt on, but it's more lightly colored, and both of them are holding the fishing rod, and they're just letting it bob in the water, trying to catch a fish, and just sitting down, listening to nature. It's nice. I like it. Oh, and they got a what is that? A picnic basket? No, that's not a picnic basket. That's got to be a bait basket.
Yeah.
Why would they bring a picnic basket to a fishing place?
It's okay.
Oh, right here. On the bottom, there's a text that says, "Mark your calendars for family fun fishing night at Rutledge Park, Friday, July 10th." The 4th of July always seems like summer's half-time. One minute we can't talk about anything other than fireworks, grilling out, and long weekends, and then the next, somehow the conversation shifts back to school shopping and, unbelievably, Halloween. I already spotted a few displays going up last week. In my opinion, that's too soon. Yeah. July has a funny way of speeding things up as it is. So let us enjoy the summer in its eternity. I knew I wasn't the only one. What do you think? Before we full-on sprint toward fall, thankfully, there are plenty of reasons and ways to soak up this reason. Friday is... what did I say?
It's okay.
Friday is National Pick Blueberries Day, a perfect excuse to visit one of your local You Pick Berry farms. Ironically, National State Fair Food Day follows it immediately on Saturday, a fitting warm-up for the Ozarks Empire Fair later this month. Though this week's events strike a similarly nice balance, both beating the heat indoors and embracing summer outside. Take a Gibbon?
A Gaboni?
Cave tour, only offered a few times a year. Spend an evening fishing with the family at Rutledge Wilson Farm Park.
What
did I say?
It's okay. Let's keep going.
The Rutledge Wilson Farm Park. Relax at Springfield Art Museums on the lawn, catch a concert, or see what all the buzz is about with Boomball, baseball's version of the Harlem Globetrotters. Summer isn't even close to over, so enjoy these long days and nights. Thursday, July 9th, True Crime Trivia from Springfield Comedy Club. It's free to go, and it starts at 7 p.m. Something a bit different at Springfield Comedy Club. A serial killer themed trivia night. The event questions will center around 5 infamous serial killers, including Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, and Jeffrey Dahmer. Best of all, it's free. Reserve tickets online. Also on Thursday, July 9th, is Paul
Coffin.
At the Gilroy Theater. The entrance fee ranges from $41 to $84, and the show starts at 8 p.m. Sing-songwriter Paul
Coffin
is perhaps most closely described as a country outlaw, but he doesn't neatly fit into any one singular box. His style is a bit of rock and roll, a bit gospel, and most certainly gritty. Friday to Saturday from July 10th to 11, Magic for Adults, The Magic of Eric Eaton. Eaton? At the Springfield Comedy Club. Entrance fee ranges from $30.29 to $41.29. 7 p.m. both nights. Equal parts comedy and magic. This show will have you on the edge of your seats. Award-winning comedy magician Eric Eaton made a name for himself on the CW's Master of Illusion, and now you have the chance to witness his charm live. Be prepared to be called up on stage. Friday, July 10th to Saturday, July 25th is Wine and Fireflies at Cassell Vineyards. On Fridays, it starts at 4 to 9:30 p.m. On Fridays,
On Saturdays.
on Fridays, it starts at 4 to 9:30 p.m. and on Saturdays, it's 2 to 9:30 p.m. Where you'll listen to live music and the summer arrival of fireflies transform Cassell Vineyards wine down after hot summer days with a glass of vino, beer, or a refreshing spritzer while listening to local musicians. Again, runs July 10 to 11, 17 to 18, and 24 to 25. As mentioned previously, on Friday, July 10th, is Family Fishing Fun Night at the Rutledge Wilson Farm. Not again.
Farm park. It's okay.
Why do I keep saying that?
It's okay.
Rutledge Wilson Farm Park. Is that hard to say? $10 with your own gear, $15 with gear rental, starting at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Bring the entire family out for a night of good old-fashioned summer fun. Catch and release fishing, a bounce house, the park's beloved cow train, and cooking over a campfire. Bring your own food. Registration required. So you can call 417-837-5949 to reserve your spot. And there's also sunset on the square at the historic Ozarks Square. It's free to go, and it starts at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Head to downtown Ozark for a free family-friendly summer concert series. July's headliner is Waffle the Band. You can also expect a handful of local food trucks. Bring a lawn chair or a blanket to sit on too. Saturday, July 11th is the Gibney Cave Tours at Doling Park. It's $7 to go, and it starts at 1, 2, and 3 p.m. Or it's done at 3 p.m. Right? Hold on.
The tours are at 1, 2, and 3 p.m. You said it right the first time.
Okay. Here you can bring your own flashlight or headlamp to explore the depths of Gibney Cave while also learning about its history and lore. Wear clothing and shoes you don't mind getting muddy. Open to ages 4 and up. Registration is required. On the lawn at the Springfield Art Museum, it's free to go, and it starts at 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., where all ages are welcome to drop by Springfield Art Museum's Hatch Lawn for a morning of free immersive art and wellness activities. Sign up for a yoga session with the Wellness Collective, play yard games, do a nature art activity, and catch live music. Bring a lawn chair, blanket, or yoga mat, snacks, and water. Boom Ball is at the Route 66 Stadium, formerly known as...
It's okay. We're just going to read what's written on the article.
It had a name before. I forgot what it was.
It's okay. We're just reading what's written on the article.
Tickets start at $30, and it starts at 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. If you've ever thought baseball could use a little bit more excitement, you'll love Boomball. Think of it like baseball's version of the Harlem Globetrotters. Trick plays in every sense of the word trick, music, light shows, crowd participation, and more. Candlelight, tribute to Fleetwood Mac at the Stone Chapel at Drury University. Entrance fee is $35 to $56.50. And the show starts at 8:45 p.m., where you can enjoy an
Intimate?
mesmerizing show as a string of quartet plays favorites from Fleetwood Mac, including Landside, Rihanna, and The Chain. This unique experience combines the glow of candlelight and the romantic beauty of a Victorian Gothic chapel. Iced tea and
Technun.
okay, at the Black Oak Amphitheater. Entrance fee is $49.50 to $144.50. And it starts at 7 p.m. Step back into the 90s rap and hip hop with this iced tea concert featuring special guests
Techno? Or Technun, I'm sorry.
DJ Evil E plus opener and Missourian Nick Danger. VIP perks include a free buffet dinner, express private entrance and private bathrooms, and a cash bar. And finally, July 15th, pressing cut flowers at Finley Farms, ages 7 and up. Administration?
Admission?
Admission is $50, and it's 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Enjoy a hands-on craft that allows you to spend time on the farm, pick flowers, and go home with a new hobby. You'll learn which flowers are best for pressing, as well as how to preserve and press them to make your own creations to bring home. Or then make your own creations to bring them home.
I didn't have any.
That's why I said to keep out an article while you're...
Oh shoot.
It's okay.
I did. I misunderstood what you said. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay. Do you want to read the next one? We'll be okay.
Sorry, my throat's just getting sore.
And that's why I asked you to bring water, but
I know I forgot.
it's okay. How about we read this next article?
From the voice crack.
It's okay.
From the Springfield Business Journal, Big Dog Deli closes. The article, whoa, that's bright. The article starts with a picture of some sort of plaza, because that's not an entire store all by itself.
It shows a picture of a plaza with red awnings.
With a red car parked in front of the building. It's got 3 logos. One that says Big Dog Deli, Tax Diva, and Vape Star.
Mm-hmm.
This is by Jeff Pickle. Big Dog Deli, a canine-themed deli restaurant on Springfield's north side, has closed after roughly a year in business. The 3459 West Kearney Street Suite 100 restaurant owned by entrepreneur Mark Burgess announced the closure on Facebook. After much consideration, we've made the difficult decision to close the deli, the post reads. We want to sincerely thank every customer who supported us this past year. We truly wish we could have kept it going, but we're grateful for the opportunity to have served this amazing community. In an email, Burgess said higher food costs and employee paid contributed to the closure. It just
Coupling?
those together makes our pricing so high. No one can afford to eat with us, he said, noting employees deserve to get paid more than they once did in the market. Everyone loved our food, and we had a lot of loyal clients. But the numbers will just not pencil, and food costs just keep increasing. Big Dog Deli opened with a June 2025 soft launch, selling sandwiches with dog-themed names, such as a build-your-own sandwich options called Mutts, according to a past reporting. The business operated in 1,250 square feet.
This one's from Springfield Daily Citizen. It is hurdles ahead for University Heights properties even after appeals court sides with the developer. The Southern District Court of Appeals affirmed a June 2024 ruling that restrictive covenants from the 1900s were unenforceable. This is by Ryan Collins. The picture above the article is a bright yellow fire hydrant in the front with a grassy field and a couple of houses and some trees in the back.
Oh, it's got a nice sunset too.
After a 3-year saga, a lawsuit surrounding properties in the University Heights neighborhood appeared to have come to an end after the residents lost their appeal in a case against developer Be Kind and Merciful. The Southern District Court of Appeals filed the decision July 2nd to affirm a June 2024 ruling that restrictive covenants from the 1900s that limited the neighborhood's development to private homes was unenforceable. The suit dates back to late 2022 when a number of University Heights property owners sued the development company BK&M LLC, which stands for Be Kind and Merciful. The suit alleged that covenants carried on property deeds dating back to 1925 prohibited any development in the neighborhood that was not single-family homes. BK&M had planned a number of possible multifamily residential and commercial developments for the properties it purchased in the northwest corner of Sunshine Street and National Avenue. Below that is a picture taken in a courtroom. A judge is looking over at someone next to him on the witness stand, I do believe. The person on the witness stand is talking into a microphone. He is looking down at a sheet of papers. In 2024, Greene County Circuit Court Judge Derek Ankrum sided with the development company, ruling covenants carried on property deeds did not hold up in court for a number of reasons. The neighborhood property owners then appealed Ankrum's decision. When the appeals court ruled in favor of BK&M, the company had said it plans to sell the properties in the historic neighborhood rather than go through with the rezoning process and develop the property. BK&M principal Ralph Duda declined to comment on the appeals court decision and how it impacts his plans for the University Heights properties on July 6th. Attorney Brian Wade of Hush Blackwell LLP, who represents the University Heights residents on the appeal, did not respond to multiple requests for comment. Barbara Susan Robinson, one of the plaintiffs, did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The case was Dixie Slight et al. Versus BK&M LLC et al. From an appeal from the Circuit Court of Greene County. The three-panel appeals court included judges Jennifer Grocock, Matthew Homner, and Brian Nickel. Springfield-based Valiant Group has shown interest in acquiring the properties for a residential development and has had discussions with BK&M on the acquisition. In January, a team from Valiant, including owner Josh Manning, met with the University Heights Neighborhood Association to explore the purchase of properties that have been at the center of controversy for several years. Manning said previously that in order for Valiant to purchase the properties, the appeals court needed to affirm on the original ruling. Did you want me to continue? There's still some more. Okay. On July 7th, Manning said that Valiant was still pursuing the purchase. The next step in the process is to use Valiant's in-house development team to come up with a feasibility study that will include the design of the development, impacts the neighborhood, and financials of the project. Our next step is our design team is going to run a feasibility study. So we're going to actually lay out what we think we can fit onto the site and what it's going to look like, and the kind of financials and performance of the project will look like, Manning said by phone July 7th. If that all still makes sense, then we'll go to the next neighborhood meeting and kind of present that to the neighborhood and just get their feedback. While no timeline is set at this point, Manning said feasibility study could take anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. Valiant will be in the process for the long haul, Manning said. It is still very early, Manning said. We haven't made a financial commitment to it to purchase the land. Are we still very interested in doing the development? Yes. Are we going to move forward with trying to do the development? Yes. Am I optimistic that I think we can do it? Yes, but there's still a lot of hurdles. Manning said the company wants to produce the feasibility study, meet with neighborhood stakeholders to go over development plans, and then get started on the rezoning process. That will go to Springfield Planning and Zoning Commission, then City Council. If we can get that free and clear, then that's all good. We should end up purchasing the land and moving forward.
Thank you for listening to the Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service. Tune in every week, Monday through Friday, on the Blind Community Thrift Store's YouTube channel at 10 a.m. for more up-to-date news from the Springfield News-Leader, Springfield Daily Citizen, Springfield Business Journal, and 417 Magazine. Listen after we are live on the Audio Reader Network at www.reader.ku.edu. All broadcasts are played over KSMU subcarrier airwaves at 67 kilohertz on 91.1 from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Contact Audio Reader Network for information on receiving a pre-programmed radio. I'm Madison.
And I'm Maggie.
Thanks for listening.
And that's Savannah. Thanks for listening.